What are y'all doing? Wake up. It is time for us to be a little bit messy. Let's talk.
Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. You don't know what to do with it.
Alright, so if you have been following me for some time, you will know that in about a week or so, my birthday will be here. Alright, so that means that you need to go and get your gifts ready. Let me stop. No, but that means that I, as usual, have a cute little surprise for y'all. I guess now that I'm announcing it, it's not a surprise anymore. But yeah, you know, on my birthday, I will be giving y'all something. If you want a sneak peek into what I will be giving you, if you want to see what it is, make sure you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Also, every single Tuesday, we release a podcast episode on Patreon, so we always have fun over there. Definitely want to check that out. Also, real quick, I just saw the trailer for the Marvels and it got me up. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It definitely got me excited. Y'all already know who I'm here for. I'm here for Monica Rambeau. I'm here for Monica, girl. I do love the other girls. They're very fun. But bitch, I'm here for Miss Mama to see her, you know what I mean, do her thing. If you want to hear me talk even more about the Marvels trailer, make sure, like I said, you go to my other channel, youtube.com/AvatarAdrian. The link to that is in my description. We always have fun and talk about nerdy stuff over there. Let's get to it. Real quick, let's run through some things I saw on Twitter. The first one is Caitlyn Jenner saying this: condemn domestic terrorists. Radical rainbow mafia. And I'll just be like, I don't know what kind of PIM particles, we talking about Marvel? I don't know what kind of PIM particles, I don't know what kind of radiation, vibranium, adamantium that Caitlyn Jenner has come into contact with that has like done that DJ skip, remixed her motherfucking brain cells. But it's just like, you talking about the rainbow mafia condemning. Girl, you are literally in the chambers with us. You are in the gas chambers with us. Like, girl, you are on the chopping block with us. You are on the list of abominations right along with us, right along the rainbow mafia, the domestic, the radical leftists that you talk about. I don't understand. She is somebody who's swimming in the middle of the ocean and pissed at you for telling her that she's a little soaking wet. Like, babes, it's like, you really think you're a part of a group that you're not. These Republicans are going to remind you, and I'm sure they have been. Gabrielle Union said that y'all need to go ahead and stop. Look at this. Apparently somebody said you have to sign an NDA for one night with one of these couples. Who are you choosing? So Megan Party, they're hot. Of course, Iman and Tiana Taylor are hot as hell. And Dwayne and Gabrielle. So that, I guess this person just asked this question, like, which couple would you pick to, you know, get into a threesome with? And Gabrielle Union said, not us. Y'all about to be watching a lot of Lakefront Bargain on HGTV. My back hurts just reading this. She said all that freaking leaks shit, and we gonna talk about some freaky shit. Matter of fact, let's tackle that shit right now. Okay, so apparently Hulu said that they're going to be making this documentary about Freaknik, and it's called Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told. Hulu said that this documentary would recount the rise and fall of a small Atlanta HBCU picnic that exploded into an influential street party and spotlighted ATL as a major cultural stage. They said they're going to be talking about the rise and fall of Freaknik. Now, what's interesting is that, you know, there's this whole idea that because there weren't any smartphones like how it is in this era, that all the freaky stuff that happened at Freaknik was really very much left in the past. And a lot of the jokes were talking about how, oh yeah, all the women and, you know, the women who used to go to Freaknik, they were so freaky and da-da-da, and, you know, suppose you see your mama there acting crazy. Like, it was, that was kind of the jokes about Freaknik. But now what we're starting to see, or at least now the topic is being revisited of why Freaknik was even shut down, all that shit was shut down in the first place, because a lot of these men went there and was just acting real rapey and predatory and shit like that. So it's like, while everybody was over here trying to be like, oh yeah, the girls, they was acting crazy, they was acting, the real tea is gonna be the fact that y'all were out there acting predatory. I mean, when some of these women who were targeted or who were, you know, chased around, they're assaulted, were talking about their experience. Some of them were talking about being dragged out of their cars, just like an endless sea of men just grabbing at their ass, feeling on their ass, assaulting them. So it's just like, it's gonna be very interesting to see some of these same people who were, like I said, were joking about the fact that, oh yeah, all these women were acting slutty, when the real issue, that's not an issue. The real issue is the fact that they were a lot of them were unsafe in that area. So I don't know, whenever that hits the timeline, because I saw that there was somebody, also on social media, I saw somebody talking, this guy, and he was wearing his like fraternity letters, and he at Freaknik, and he was just talking about, well, y'all are asking for it and blah 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 blah. You can't walk around here looking the way that y'all do and be mad when somebody come up and do what they do to you. It's just gonna be very, very interesting once this documentary, because of course there have been many documentaries about Freaknik, but news of this hit the timeline and everybody started talking about it again. So apparently Tory Lanez's sentencing has been delayed yet again. Remember, on Monday we were like, a judge was supposed to make a ruling, was supposed to make a decision about whether or not Tory Lanez was gonna get this retrial or whatever or not. And I guess Tory Lanez's lawyers want more time to respond to the prosecution or some shit like that. Either way, they putting this shit back. They're trying to get this trial to be completely redone. They're trying to get this shit redone. I'm just like, girl, you're delaying the inevitable. I want Thanos to come down and snap his motherfucking fingers and turn Tory Lanez's motherfucking forehead into dust, girl. Like, get his ass. Get Tory Lanez's ass out of here. How many times is this shit gonna be delayed, girl? I mean, I can't imagine walking around seeing this Bugs Bunny in the mouth built bitch, like walking around here after having just shot my ass, hearing the news that his ass still ain't get sentenced yet. Like, bitch, I'd be like, girl, if y'all don't, bitch, it's like Batman and the Joker. What's taking so long? Bitch, do not let that motherfucker get out of Arkham Asylum. Bitch, you need to lock that motherfucker up. You need to get his ass in, and like I said, it cannot be like Batman and the Joker, where it's this revolving door, in and out, Get his ass in there and keep him in there. I don't care what y'all talking about. Get his ass out my face. I mean, you already know the case is really bad when mid-case you done fired the attorneys that you had before and then had to hire new ones, and that's part of the reason why so many times these things with him get delayed. It's just like, you done lost, babes. You done lost. You got trigger happy. Now you need to be cell happy. Now you need to be cell block happy. You were trigger happy. Now you need to be sharing a cell happy. Now you need to be behind those bars. And we ain't talking about millions. All right, so I wanted to revisit the following topic because there's an update on it. Remember, I did a video talking about those two lawmakers, two representatives who got expelled from the Tennessee State House of Representatives, right? They got kicked out because they joined a protest, or, helped lead a protest that was about gun violence, especially because 3 9-year-olds just died by gun violence in Tennessee, right? We already know that. So apparently Justin Jones, one of the lawmakers, was reinstated by the Nashville Metropolitan Council on Monday. The other representative, Justin Pearson, could possibly be reinstated later this week. What I find interesting about all this is that you see so much coverage about how, oh my goodness, how amazing these men speak, and their speaking skills are so great, and that's a lot. You see this shit coming from a lot of like liberal media, and I'm just like, okay, are y'all about to talk about how these black politicians speak so well and how they're so amazing and how they, oh my goodness, they're raising their voice and lifting their voice to be heard, and like, is that all that's gonna happen? You have these black politicians, oh my goodness, you niggas speak really well. Like, is that what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna make them into these like super political celebrities, and then at the end of the day, nothing legitimate, nothing is gonna happen, because this country is so much about like praising image or optics, or oh my god, that you spoke so amazingly, instead of like actually doing some shit and changing some shit. You see what I'm saying? I just see it happen so often where it's like you take these politicians or these particular activists and you make them into huge fucking celebrities, and then the issues that they was talking about, it's still like, a lot of people are more concerned about how awesome it looks in the soundbite and how great these people speak versus like the issues that they talking about. I just see the revolving door, especially when we're talking about like media, liberal media, politics. I just see how you'll take somebody who's saying something like, oh, bitches deserve rights, oh, we need something to eat, oh, children don't deserve to die in school. You take somebody made them like this make a big spectacle, and then at the end of the day, we as a country go back to the same shit that we was doing. So all this shit don't mean nothing. Anyway, also since we're in the realm of politics, I saw that, remember Justice Clarence Thomas, right? And how it was reported that he was being flown around by this ultra-conservative, mega donor, billionaire, just being flown around. And he was talking about, oh, we're good friends. And it went unreported on his financial disclosures. He's having fun at Supreme Court Justice, having fun at these billionaire resorts or whatever, being flown around by this billionaire named Harlan Crow. Now, Harlan Crow apparently is walking around here with Nazi and Hitler memorabilia. So you got this tap dancing ass Supreme Court justice being flown around by somebody who has Nazi memorabilia and they all around. You know what I mean? Imagine getting boated around and flown around on these billionaires' fucking vehicles and shit, airplanes and goddamn yachts and shit. As a whole entire black person, knowing that that billionaire got motherfucking Nazi memorabilia all over the place, while you as a Supreme Court justice is making minority lives even harder or contributing to that shit. Get out my face. That's what I want Justice Clarence Thomas to do. Get out my face. On that note, thank y'all so much for watching. Love y'all so much. And also, real quick, the Dalai Lama, why is it that every time some nasty shit go down, it be y'all fucking religious leaders? Well, y'all be talking about drag queens, y'all be talking about trans people, y'all be talking about LGBT community, and every time I look around, it's some religious person being abusive, being a grifter, being a predator. What's going on with that? That Dalai Lama shit, whatever the fuck, Dalai Lama shit was really nasty. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, on that note, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay safe out there and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.